Once again, I ask you, jury of YouTube, to take your seats and come across to find whether or not this Bison player is guilty or innocent. I will leave it up to you. Personally, I think he's guilty as fuck. He has something I've never seen before, right? I made a lot of these videos. I've seen DI scripts, parry scripts, you know, auto footsie scripts, auto text scripts. This is a new one. This, I believe, is an auto charge script. Now, of course, if you like this video, please hit subscribe button, comment down below, and leave a like. Today, we're going to be looking at these two matches, right? Because these matches when he used his Psycho Crusher a little bit more. And then we have a Lex game to show you, like, what charge characters usually do and how not consistent a charge can be and what to do after a charge. But, of course, leave a comment down below if you think he was guilty or not. I'm just throwing out the facts, right? I'm just throwing out the evidence, the frame data, right? The frame data doesn't lie. I, as a human, can commit that sin. But let's get into it. There's a lot of scripts that I find always deal with one frame. Just like one frame, something, one frame. And this man's gameplay is a little bit like that. Now, I am going to rewind it a few times just to show you like exactly like what I mean. So there are certain times where, as you see right there, his first initial one was a 6 frame, 1 frame, 1 frame. Nothing too bad. That's not really where it gets weird. Where it gets weird is the rest of the game. I feel like his round start are a little bit more not obvious. And this is what I'm talking about. So right here, 5-1, 1-5-1-1. That's going to be a consistent factor in this. It goes from 1-5-1 or 1-3-1. He's consistently hitting 5-1, 1-5-1-1, right? He's consistently hitting the same thing 100% of the time. Does that mean that he's goated with the sauce, chat? Or does that mean that he has a weird auto script timing going on? Personally, I think it's a weird auto script timing because when he eventually 1-5-1, right? We're not going to talk about it. 1-1-1-1-1. But he could just be goated. He could just be goated. The other thing happens is when he throws, right? When he throws, it also inputs a very weird, always the same input, which I'm not entirely too sure is pertinent. We can fast forward this. Right, during a combo, nothing too bad. He does like a normal charge during a combo, which makes you think like, oh, he's human. I believe that's like when he's in neutral and maybe the opponent has a fireball or throws out a move. That is when the script kicks in. And this is where it also gets weird. So right here, this is what I noticed. Look at this. So the Guile is parrying and he's going to walk up and throw. Why would he input punch kick and then kick at 1 frame intervals on an opponent that is parrying? That doesn't make sense. That's just weird inputs. Who inputs throw kick throw kick? What the fuck? Doesn't really make sense, but that's fine. We'll continue. 4-1. Is that his tech range? 4-1. 1-4-1. Right now we're up from 1-3-1. Now it's 1-4-1. It's always a 1 blank 1. Every one of these scripts, it's a blank 1 blank 1. Whatever it is. Usually DIs is like 1 is like. It's like 1-10-5, and then techs are like 1-5-1. Parries are usually a 1-3-1. So, like I said, 1-3-1 again. He's so consistent with the 1-3-1. Gets the win. KO. Good job. You earned it. Right? Good job. Good job. Now, like I've said, I have faced many great players. Punk the God, El Chacote, a bunch of fucking legend Marissa, fucking Zaffarino, right? They're not hitting frame. You can, because I have plenty of legend rank matches on this channel. Go look at those matches and tell me all of the chart. We're gonna take a look at Lex, right? Even Lex's inputs, they vary, right? Sometimes you're like a 1-2-1 because the man is playing Guile for fucking the entire time and he's a top player. But even then, he fucks up the second input, right? It'll be like, what? Well, you'll see when we get there. You'll see when we get there. 1-5-1. Interesting. Let's see. Continuing going. Now, when it comes to scissor kicks, you know, obviously that's a quarter circle motion now, so we're not really taking a look at scissor kicks per se. We're mostly taking a look at the Psycho Crusher. Now, this individual also does play Guile 1-3-1. Oh, so consistent. This individual does also play Guile, so they only play a charge character. So, I mean, I probably should have booted up his Guile games to see if his flash kicks are also weird compared to Bison's, like, jumping, right? Because you do that shit a little bit more random. One. I don't know if you guys understand how fast it is to input 4 1-frames in a row. Consistently. 1-3-1. And it might be, like, tied. Right? He did it in correlation to the Ed's fireball. Right? So I don't know if you can turn it on or off. Right? But he did it in correlation to the Ed's fireball. DI seems normal. I mean, it's a 5-frame DI, but most DIs are. Good throw. He also mashes a lot of buttons. Slide. Okay, is this going to hit the desync combo? I'll tell you right now for a spoiler. He doesn't. He does, and he drops the fucking forward heavy punch too. Kind of disappointing. Kind of disappointing. Good tech. 4-1-1. Remember this? 4-1-1 from his other throws. When he threw that Guile, it was a 4-1-1 input. Consistently doing a 4-1-1, by the way. I don't think he's dead, right? Not dead. Fast forward a little bit of desync audio. I'm not sure if he does another 1-3-1. He ends it with another 1-3-1. Perfect, right? Perfect Psycho Crushers coming out. Now, granted, he is an FGC dad. Maybe he's too old to remember charges. Also, there's Leffen. Maybe he's too old to remember charges. So let's take a look at Lex, right? Ranked, what is he, like ranked 4 Guile in the world. Just got a top 8 as CEO. It was Tuesday. He should be as CEO, man. He never misses a tech. He always lands a Psycho Crusher. So let's take a look at Lex, right? So Lex has a 1-2-2, and then right here, look, down forward. Right here, it's forward after. So there's not consistent. It's not always right here. It's forward again. Like, it's not always consistent. It's not always the same. This is just somebody who's good. Here's a down forward, right? A 1-2-1 down forward. It's not the same every time. This has got 1-3-1, right? He's doing 1-2-1s. He's doing 1-3-1s. He's doing 1-3-1 down, 1-3-1 down forward. One, two, one, two, 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 one. Like, that's it, right? We don't have to watch the second round. But I personally think that this Bison has a auto script of charges of consisting of a 1-3-1 or a 1-5-1, depending on who he's fighting, as well as a semi-auto tech, right? It might not be a tech, but it might be he presses a button, and it's possible that these are all macros, right? He could have 17 buttons on his, I assume he's on hitbox, because he goes from back to up without going to neutral. Which is still kind of sussy, but he could have 17 buttons. He hits a button. It's like a, it's a tech, it's a throw, 1 frame. He could have one that deals with his charges where he holds back and then he presses like a fucking pinky finger over here, does a forward, does forward, input forward again. Not too sure. But what do you guys think? Comment down below. Personally, I think it's sussy, right? So I'm leaving it to you guys, the viewers. I think it's sussy what happened. He could be innocent. He could be godlike. But once again, when I talk about this, if he's so fucking good at the game, where is he at tournaments? Online tournaments, right? Most cheaters don't play online tournaments. They stick to rank in the battle hub, right? Because they don't want to be found out. Because if they fight Punk the God or some of these other people and they're consistently landing these 1-3s, then more eyes are on them. Versus like the gold people or platinum or, diamond and low masters to mid masters that are in the battle hub. Me, right, I like to play a little bit of rank, play a little bit of battle hub, even it out. So when I see a sussy person in the battle hub, sparks instant, like my fucking spidey sense goes off of like, Who the fuck is this guy? Let me go check the inputs. Check the inputs, and 9 out of 10 times, I'm always right, and there's always something fucking weird. But of course, if you like the video, please subscribe and comment down below. Leave a like, turn that post notification bell. We're live every day. If you want to play me, join the chat, ask nicely. If you ask meanly, I'll be like, no! But thank you, everybody, and I'll see y'all again next time. See ya!